mean, bro? Like, what do you mean it's a respect thing?
Like, when you hunt and kill your own animals, it's different than just going and buying a hamburger.
Do you think it's respectful, though, actually?
I mean, comparatively, yes.
Yeah. It's a lesser of two evils. That's how I describe it. Do you agree with that? I mean, here's my. Let me tell you my take on it, and then let me hear if you disagree. We don't need to kill animals to survive and thrive. Agree or disagree?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Well, I'll just tell you a fact that backs up what I just said.
Yeah.
There's a group called the American Dietetic Association. They have over 100,000 accredited nutritionists, dietitians and things like that. And their group consensus based on peer-reviewed studies is that we can live and thrive perfectly well, get every nutrient we need, probably live longer and probably reduce our chances of many diseases. So I feel like it's pretty solid based on that. But you said probably or potentially, so that's pretty good enough for me.
Yeah.
So we can live and thrive without killing and eating animals.
Yeah.
So then the question becomes, how do we justify killing if we don't have to? Like, what's the justification for killing an animal if we don't need to for our health?
There's not necessarily justification, but more of it's kind of like I see it in the same sense. It's like people are like, oh, why do you want to own a gun? It's like, why not?
Well, to protect yourself.
Well, no, but I mean, it's not even that.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay.
the concepts you say, like, why not to kill an animal, or why would I kill an animal, and why not?
I'll tell you, because the victim doesn't want to die.
Yeah, but I mean, everything in nature doesn't want to die. It still dies. We still die. We don't want to die.
Yeah, but
we're out of the food chain, yes. But
well, hang on. But there's a difference between just dying and being murdered, though, right? Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, what's the difference between like a gazelle being killed by a lion?
They are being killed because it's a survival situation. So that's the first thing I mentioned. A gazelle being killed by a lion, the lion has no other choice. They have to kill to survive.
Sure.
Yeah. So, but me and you, me and you, we're so lucky.
Survive regardless, right?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what everybody here's doing. So we're so lucky we can survive and thrive without killing, whether it's killing in a slaughterhouse or killing in the woods somewhere.
Yeah.
So I feel like you do need a justification. If you're going to go and kill someone, I feel like you need a fucking good justification.
Yeah.
I don't know, that's what I think. But again, I think of it from the victim's point of view. Like, if someone's going to kill you, I'm going to stop them. I'm going to protect that. I'm going to protect you if I can.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to lose your life against your will. That's a big deal to me. Because it would be a big deal if it happened to me.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to murder me. I don't want anyone to murder you. I don't want anyone to murder anybody, whether they look the same or they look a little different. If they got a heart and a brain, I don't want them to be murdered.
You get that?
Yeah, and I think hunting, it is a lesser of two evils. Because they have a good life, probably, hopefully, before they're murdered. But if I torture you before I murder you, that's an evil. If I murder you and don't torture you, it's a lesser of two evils. It's still a very bad thing.
Yeah, well, it's also, like, I mean, I agree, but, like, to be devil's advocate, I would argue that, like, have you ever shot and killed something and, like, eaten it?
No.
Like, I understand your reasoning why not, but at the same time, like, when you have experienced that, your respect for the animal, just like from a knowledge basis for you, is like grows exponentially. Like when I shot my first dove, it was a dove. Well, it was like gnarly. Like you're like, wow, that was like intense, but like you're respectful. You don't waste the meat. You're not like, oh yeah, just throw it in the trash. Like people don't their food, they just huck it. Like
I understand.
You finish your
my response to that, my brother, would be that I don't think what you're talking about is respect. To me, respect has nothing to do with killing anybody. You have felt
more how you treat it, like once it's dead. Obviously, the killing.
Once they're dead, I don't give a fuck how you treat. They're already dead. If you want to chop me up into pieces and eat me once I'm dead, I don't care. But if you kill me for that reason when you could have eaten something else, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So like, what I'm saying is, I hear what you're saying. Like, I hear you. There's some sort of respect idea, and I'm just saying I don't think it's respect, my man. I think a lot of hunters say it's respect. And I think potentially they do that because they're good people, just like, your name's Kevin?
Yeah.
I'm sure you're a good dude, Kevin, in every way of your life. You know, I don't feel like I was a bad person when I ate animals. I was just a little bit confused about who they are and what it meant to respect them.
Yeah.
I thought you could buy free-range animal products and it be respectful. I thought you could buy humanely slaughtered and it be respectful. Now I'm in a position where I think If we don't need to kill to survive, it's not respectful. We shouldn't kill. We should just eat other things and let them live in peace, just like we'd want to live. That is respectful to me. The golden rule is respectful. Treat others the way that you'd want to be treated. Yeah. So when it comes to hunting, I feel like it's just the same thing. Maybe you have to create some sort of story to make you feel like what you did was okay, because what you really did was kill someone who was just as vulnerable and innocent as a child. And my man, I just think that that's beneath us, bro. We can be better than that, dude.
Yeah.
Like, we can strive to be better than that. Fishing as a sport, or even for food when there's other things available, is violence, unnecessary killing. Hunting, although probably fun, getting a gun, targets and shit, that sounds fun.
It's intense.
But for the victim though,
fun,
okay, sure. From the victim's point of view though, imagine being hunted. That's fucking horrible,
intense.
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like really, really fucking terrifying. And to inflict that kind of horror on somebody so innocent, I don't think that's the kind of guy you really are in your heart, bro. I just don't. I don't think you're a psychopathic murderer. I think, this is what I think, that those animals, they're a different species, and because of that, you don't value them the same as you value your own species. That's what everybody does. You see, you're never going to go and shoot a human.
We have overpopulation, but I get your point.
In what way? Oh, human overpopulation?
Yeah.
You know, that wouldn't even be a problem though, if we didn't feed 74 billion land animals every year.
It wouldn't even be a problem if we just didn't waste the fucking food that we get, dude. Yeah.
Well, do you know what we do with the food? We
throw it away and feed it to cows.
We give them.
But I mean, like,
we give them up to 10 times more food than what we can take from them.
We throw away 46% of our food that goes on the shelf.
That's another big deal.
Like, even if we just.
Well, that's 50%. That's 50%. We feed animals 10 times more food than what they produce. Oh, yeah. So that's a way bigger deal. 10 times big. But anyway, I wanted to put that to you, man. Maybe this conversation will be a start of you not ever doing that again. I hope so, man. Because imagine, let's say you're a hunter who kills 2 animals a year. And let's say you live another 30 years or 60 years. That's a lot of lives that didn't suffer by the bullet, that got to spend, even if it was 2 more days before a predator got them, 2 more days of valuable life, bro.
What is your opinion on the goats and the pigs on island?
In terms of being potentially like a pest animal?
No, they're fucking invasive.
Oh, okay, so they're causing problems.
They eat all of our native habitats and make it so our native species can't live.
I think that
if we brought them here, it's our fault.
Yeah, I understand. But now there's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, I think that we should treat pests, just like we would treat humans who are also overpopulating and causing problems, which we are. I don't think our first point of action should be to murder them. I think we should try to find any other way before that. That should be our last point of action, in my opinion. Surely there's better things we can do. But why would we look for them when currently we're willing to kill animals because they taste good? So why would we give a shit about finding better solutions than killing for animals that are actually causing a problem? We kill because they taste good. Of course we're going to kill because they're causing a problem. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they do both, but yeah.
Okay, good. So less of the killing, more of the other thing, whatever it is. Spay and neuter, trap and release. There's other options. And I don't know all of them. Hey, and I don't know. And
the reason that we have so little native habitat on the tops of our ridges anymore, that like chopping their nuts off, like they're still gonna live 10 years to eat all of the ohia to extinction.
Sure, I know.
The plant will go gone. But like goats aren't gonna go gone if I shoot 10 in the head.
Yeah, but those individuals, those individuals will. Those individuals. Yeah, that's exactly the point. That's what I'm saying too. Look, there's certain things when it comes to being an ethical human that you can't be perfect. We're humans living in a world that I probably stepped on some ants when I got here. I'm not happy about that. I wish I didn't.
There's little microorganisms in the
totally,
vegan
but
food,
they're single-cell organisms, not sentient beings. So there's quite a difference. But anyway, but I guess what I'm just saying is you do the best you can. When there's other options, you take the other options. Is there another option for those invasive species? Yes, probably. But even if there wasn't, okay, so do the best you can with what you've got. Is there better options than hunting for you?
Sure.
Always, every time. Hunting is never the best option.
It's the convenient. Well, it's like if, let's say realistically, for me to go and catch a goat on the top of a mountain without killing it is exponentially harder than me at 400 yards and 30-06 in the head.
Sure.
Like, it would take days versus hours.
Yeah.
If not weeks.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what the point you're making is.
Well, like, the point is to get rid of them. Like,
oh, okay.
For the native species' sake, because, like,
I
I'm
understand.
an environmentalist in that sense, like,
okay.
there's fucking nothing native here.
Okay.
Basically.
Totally interesting. Sucks that there's problems. I guess my response the most solid response I have, because I don't know specifically about this area, is if there's better ways than killing, do them. Even if they cost more, even if they take more time. If there's a better option, take the better option. We take the killing option just because we don't care about killing animals, even for taste, even for something as mundane as, oh, I like how they taste.
I mean, realistically, in the native sense, like, they kill the native environment, so the native species that live here die.
Yeah, and
so it's like,
so look, there may need to be some sort of human intervention. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there definitely is, but I mean, like, it's a sense of like,
what to do.
Like, I don't have fucking time to go and catch and trap animals.
Sure,
like,
sure.
It's
some people do.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, realistically, no one's gonna do shit
at this point, and that's the exact point I'm making. No one's going to go and do that extra work because nobody values them.
Yeah, I mean, like, I value them. It's just like,
but not really.
My duty is somewhere else. Like, if I had the time, I would totally go and catch.
Oh, okay. So what I would So what I would say is,
I value other things.
I understand. What I would suggest is either leave it for people who do have the time, or I don't know. I still don't think that's a good option for somebody to do who is otherwise a good person. But look, we can put that aside. We can put that topic aside because it's almost a grey area. I don't have an exact answer for that particular scenario on this island.
Like,
I don't know.
Realistically, like, you can catch it theoretically, but like, the longer they're there, the more species they kill.
Okay, fair enough.
That would be my argument. Just like, they weren't there, we brought them there. It's our responsibility. Like,
what I would
I
say,
get your point.
Our responsibility is also to those who we brought here. Our responsibility is to the individuals as well. But like I said, side point, I don't know. I guess I'm just saying this. I hope that you find better ways to spend your time, bro. Because, look, animals as individuals aside, I don't think it's good for you. I don't think it's good for you to go and be a killer and contribute to violence. I don't know in what way. I don't know if it's a karma thing. I don't actually know. But I know that the more aware you are of what you're doing, and you're more aware now than you were this morning, the more aware of what you're doing and you still do it, the more negative effect that has on you. You're a certain type of person, and the further you go away from that, the more negative consequences that'll have on your health, mental health, physical health, spiritual health. I'm not exactly, I can't exactly give you a tangent. You hear where I'm coming from. Sweet. I appreciate it, dude.
Good shit.
Thanks for the time, Kevin.
Yeah.
You know, and keep me updated, man. If you make any changes, I'd love to hear about them. That'd be awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any argument in favor of consuming animal products? Do you feel like you can argue against veganism for some sort of rational way? Is there?
I mean, besides the invasive species, not realistically.
Okay, cool.
I mean, cows are fucked up.
Yeah.
We should bring back bison. If we're gonna eat meat, it should be bison.
Well,
for the invasive species reasons.
Right on. But ultimately,
I get
environmentally too, man. Like, environmentally, by far the best thing. If you care about the environment, animal agriculture is causing 91% of Amazon deforestation. It is the leading cause of species extinction, habitat loss, ocean dead zones, greenhouse gas emissions. Yeah, cool.
I know this research.
Sweet. Man, Dan, I'll leave you with it. It was nice to chat to you, my brother. Are you going to chill around for a bit?
We might go get food.
Okay, cool. Vegan food. All right, sweet as. Well, I'll message you later on or something.
I have a question.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is not
it's the time. What?
Maybe this is not realistic because maybe this would not be the case. But what would you say to if somebody ever is vegan and adopts the vegan lifestyle for the reason of protecting the animal?
Yeah.
But also has an issue similar to what he was saying.
Yeah.
Killing with a purpose.
The only purpose I could.
Do you call them a hypocrite or something?
Can you give me an example of the purpose? Like in this particular example, I would say what the vegans should be doing is striving to find the most ethical alternative to the killing. So like the things you mentioned, maybe they're more work, but at least we don't need to kill somebody.
What if the reasoning of this person is, okay, well, I'm already contributing by doing all this.
Yeah.
So
that's like saying
it's kind of like I have a free pass.
I give you an example. I went to a women's rights march today. So I did my part. I went home, I slapped my girlfriend. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say, well, I did all this good, so that means I can do some bad shit.
Yeah.
I don't think doing good earns you the right to do bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool.
I don't know if there's somebody out there who would think that way.
I think there's certain vegans who probably do agree with certain types of killing. For example, some vegans might agree with using a pig's valve for a heart bypass. They might believe in vaccinations and agree that killing animals for vaccinations or even for medical testing might be valid. Some people might agree with that. But I don't think they're right, personally. I don't think that we should kill some and hurt some in order to do good for others. I don't think that's the right way to get good results. Great to see you. Let's chat soon. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. You too. My man, thanks for the chat, my bro. All right, see you later, bro. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.